All right, so nursing school, my class was a class that really went through the pandemic, like literally went through the pandemic, like, well, the beginning of the pandemic. We was doing our clinical. We started doing our clinicals in October. I believe I went to one hospital for like 4 weeks, and I went to the next hospital for like another 4 weeks. And then the third hospital that we went to, we was there for like maybe 1 week. And then that's when everything blew up. It was in March. Everything blew up, and we had to start doing our clinicals on a computer. Literally a laptop, waking up still at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting on, logging in at 5 or 6 o'clock, one of those times. And we were just doing our clinicals, a simulation on a program on the computer. So that's what we did. That's how we did our clinicals. So yeah, that was pretty tough, you know. I'm a hands-on learner. I need to use my hands to like really, you know, get in there and know what I'm doing. So that was really tough for me. Getting your materials, doing it on your own, that was pretty difficult for me. But I am glad that I passed and I graduated. I do want to say my teachers told us, you know, after you graduate, take your NCLEX immediately. That is good advice. Take your NCLEX immediately. Me, I was happy I graduated, so I got a job. And I started working on a nursing home. And they say usually when you're working at a facility and compared to what you learned in the books, it's kind of two totally different things, because different policies are different. Just people bringing their own thing into the nursing and not doing, I guess, what they're supposed to do correctly. So when I went to go take my NCLEX, I took my NCLEX 2021. So I started working my graduation was in August, because we had to do you know, the pandemic. We had an option to do a virtual graduation or in-person graduation. We was like, no, we did all that work. We're gonna have our in-person graduation. So our graduation was in August. I believe I started working for this facility in September. So I was working, making that money, you know. I forgot about my NCLEX. I was like, oh, what is that? So I took my NCLEX March 11th of 2021. And I did not pass my NCLEX on my first try. And yeah, so that kind of discouraged me. That made me feel really sad. And I didn't take my NCLEX again till this year, 2022, March. Coincidentally, I don't know how it happened, I took my NCLEX March 11th of 2021. The next time I took it was March 11th, 2022, and I passed. I literally woke up one day and said, you know, Rabia, if you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. So I went on the website, and I just said dates. The only date that was available was the next day, which was a Friday, and then the 31st. So I said, you know what? If I don't pass, I don't pass. Ain't the one in the world. I'm going to just do it. I took my ashwaganda tea. I took my ashwaganda, or however you say that tea, because it's supposed to help with, you know, anxiety, depression, all that. I took it the night before. I was relaxed. I woke up, had some, you know, had my regular tea I usually take. And I went and took my test, and I passed my test and 75 questions. And during the test, I was like, you know, Rabia, if you don't pass this test right now, should you even be doing nursing? So when I was taking the test, it was so easy. And I was like, ain't no way. If I don't pass this test, how easy this is, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna find another career. I was eyeballing my results all weekend. Good thing there was a wedding that I went to over the weekend, so I was kind of preoccupied with that. And then Monday, I got my quick results and it said pass. Amazing. Jumped up and down. It just was amazing. I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful. You do not understand. Also, too, and we're going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, so I want to talk about how I passed my NCLEX.